One. Welcome to Chaos and Coffee. My name is Justin Brown. Your comments drive the content, not we just fucking ramble on about different shit. But yeah, get your coffee, sit down, watch, and try to keep up as the screen jumps around. Cool. I paused the outside area so I don't have to listen to myself echo. Oh man, North Korea's about to blow us up. We spent all our time making weapons. We didn't make light speed buses. What else?
Yeah, like I said earlier before you started this, is I'm not too concerned about Korea whatsoever. We'll squash them like a bug. No problem.
Right.
It's what they do before they get squashed, though, because they could do some damage before they get squashed. That's the main issue, that they'll go down and take everyone else with them. I think that's the main.
You think they'll fucking H-bomb their own country?
They just did.
Like, crazy,
that's what the test is. Like, they just dropped an H-bomb on their own country. You know, or underground. They blew it up underground.
Yeah. If they hit South Korea as well,
we've bombed our own country more than anybody else has.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, fuck, I hope they don't bomb South Korea.
You know, if you're gonna give them crap about that, man, we detonated a shit ton of nukes out in the desert in the 1960s, and invited the public out to watch.
Watch us destroy the atmosphere.
Can you imagine how wild that was? Like, what are you doing this summer, Timmy? Are you going to camp? No, me and the family are going to Nevada. We're going to watch the H-bomb. Yeah, we'd fuck them up. It's just, I think that's part of North Korea's plan, is that we go over there, fuck them up, and then have to rebuild them and dump all the money into rebuilding.
Hey, you know, even on my behalf, too, is like, even if they did launch one of them fuckers at America, they're not going to send one to Minneapolis. They're going to send it to California or some shit first, right? So,
yeah.
Way more densely populated there, so they'll probably try to hit you before anything, Justin. So
yeah, that's true. That's why it's on my
build
brain.
Your bunker, buddy.
Yeah, you're right in the firing lines.
Yeah, we're right outside of LA, or pretty over a mountain range actually, so we might be okay. Fallout and all that.
Stay behind the mountains, you'll be fine.
As bad as the fires are right now in California, I don't think a nuke would affect anything. We'd just be like, oh, another forest fire. Good. Great. It'd make Bakersfield the entertainment capital of the world. That'd be great. Once LA is gone. Man, LA is full of the most fucking...
It just moved back to New York.
Yeah, it'd be something like that, yeah. Like, you know the whole term Skid Row? Like, oh, man, that guy's on Skid Row. You ever heard that?
Yes.
There's actually like a 4-block area, like a 2x2 area of LA that is Skid Row. That's what's.
Yeah, the last time I was in LA, I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to go see that. I'm cool.
Yeah, it's nothing to see, dude. It's basically like a fucking human garbage dump. It's where the buses let out.
I know several people that either do or have lived in LA, and all of them have told me the same thing. If you ever go to California, drive straight through, don't stop.
Oh yeah,
stay away from LA.
Yeah, if you're going to go somewhere else in California, like San Diego or wherever else you're going, San Francisco, try to drive around LA or it takes, God, dude, it takes me like an hour and a half to get there. It takes me like 2 hours to get through it to the other side. You know, like it's easier to get to it than to get through it. It's a fucking metropolis, man. I love it though.
Yeah. Densely populated. Yeah, the last time I was there, I stayed in Marina del Rey and then tried to go to Santa Monica. That took like an hour and a half. And it's just like right there and there. It's like, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit. And I left at a time where there shouldn't be rush hour. It was like noon, but it was just like gridlocked. I was like, this is some bullshit. No thanks.
Yeah, it's the driving here is bullshit as fuck. Hold on, my dog's going crazy.
Now I understand why all these rich fucks have helicopters.
Just get a bicycle or something, a mountain bike or something. Just fucking jump on the pavement.
Fuck that, I'm not gonna ride a bicycle.
Get yourself a Paracel.
Maybe one of those electric or gas bicycles.
Oh yeah, I've seen a really good one of those, like really thick tires on it, and it's like it's got like a mini engine in it or something. I can't remember. It was a long time ago since I saw
Because my
it.
buddy had bought one of those kits from China that's like a 30cc engine or whatever, and then you mount it on a bicycle or a mountain bike, right? You just, mount the gas tank, mount the motor onto the fucking crank, and then.
Well, if you're going to do that, just get you one of those little 250cc cross bikes. They're street legal dirt bikes.
Talking about like a fucking Grom?
What do they call
Not getting a crosser or something.
them? Yeah.
Or you mean like an enduro?
Yeah, like an enduro.
Like a dual. Okay, all right. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, like a little dual-purpose street dirt bike. Something you can easily jump up on the sidewalks or whatever with.
Whatever. In California, you could have a two-wheel whatever. You can split lanes, so you don't need a fucking enduro or whatever. You could have a crotch rocket or a fucking moped. You could, get through the middle of everything. But
yeah.
You can't go on the
just thinking something small, efficient, versatile, all-terrain. You can just kind of. You need to zip across the median.
Speaking of like assisted transportation, I rode one of those boosted boards like a couple weeks back. Those fucking things are dangerous, dude. It's a longboard with electric motors. They got this crazy torque, right? And they go like 38 miles an hour. So if you don't, because it's got like it's got like this little controller you put in your hand, right? And it's got like this little rolling knob for speed. And it's got a couple buttons on there. You can put it on like rookie mode or like pro. And there's like a couple in between. Well, my friend's like, oh, you should try it, whatever. And I had it was on pro mode. I didn't know. And I just fucking ripped the throttle. The fucking thing just went from under my fucking feet, dude. I was like, oh shit. I ended up catching myself, but yeah, the fucking thing just went. So anyways, you put it on like moderate mode or whatever, and I was cruising down the street, and I was probably going like 20 miles an hour on this thing. And, I started to get that death wobble where it's like, because I didn't have like a balance point or whatever, but I was like, uh-oh, rolled the throttle back. It was fun.
I came off because of that once. Like I was on my sport bike and it just started fishtailing and just going backwards and forwards on the back wheel, and like my bike just started spinning on the spot, like almost doing a donut. I didn't intend for it. I was just
a motorbike.
Yeah, I had a motorbike. I had a 600F. It was.
You said a 200 cc?
Hey?
You said a 200 cc?
A 600.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a nice bike, but
what was it? Was like
it was a CBR.
You should get a death wobble on one of them things.
Those are nice.
Yeah. You should get a death wobble on one of them.
Yeah, I opened my throttle too fast, and so my bike was. I just ripped it open basically when I was coming out of work, and it just started spinning, and then it threw me off. But, yeah, I was all right, but the only thing that it ended up getting wrote off because some woman T-boned the side of my bike. Like I was filtering through the traffic. She didn't put her indicator on. If she did, then she did it while she was turning, which is kind of useless. And she sped up to take the corner, and I didn't have like if she looked in the mirror, she'd see my face staring right at her. So I had to turn with her. She turns into work and she accelerates to take the turn, and I had to turn with her because I couldn't brake. She was like right there, and then she hit the side of my bike. It hit into my hand. It's like I had those gloves with the armor on it. It shattered the armor, like it broke the armor on, like that saved my hand. I wouldn't have a left hand if it weren't for those gloves. Like I had like a brass bracelet on as well, and that bracelet stopped my wrist from getting broke because that shit was bent, and I just got thrown off it. And she took the bike like it was from the middle of the road. She went up onto a curb. It was a high curb as well. And she kept on going straight into a bush and then nearly into a wall. Like if she was going the actual speed limit, then there's no way that she could like, unless she sped. And if you hit someone, you slam the brakes on, don't you? But she just kept going or something. It's as if she like just stamped on the acceleration when she hit me or something. It was just bizarre. And yeah, I was lay on the side of the road, my bike in bits, and the car engine was smoking.
People are definitely stupid when it comes to that kind of shit.
Well, on my
I came close to getting hit by a police officer. He ran a stop sign. I was, on a residential neighborhood, I just pulled out of my driveway and was heading out. He runs at the stop sign. I seen him coming, right? So as kind of a reflex thing, I ran the throttle back on the bike and stuck my foot out and ended up making contact with the front grille of his car. So he pulled me over and started telling me that I'm under arrest for kicking his squad car. At which point I told him, I said, please arrest me and I'll have your badge in the morning. Because you ran that stop sign and almost ran over me. Tried to make it out, well, just be more careful next time.
I have a pretty awesome motorcycle story myself. So when I got my first motorcycle, I ended up buying something that wasn't super powerful, but was good enough to get the job done. I bought a 1998 Yamaha Seika 2. It's a 600cc bike, and it probably had like anywhere between 60 and 80 horsepower, right? Well, I still had my permit, right? And I had the bike for maybe, I don't know, 4 months. Well, I went to my buddy Matt's place, right? And it was kind of like party house over there. Like he had his brothers living with him, and his brothers weren't quite 21 yet. So I went over there and like, hey, buy us some liquor or whatever. Here's the money. He's like, all right. And I happen to have my backpack. It's like, all right, cool. I can go get it. I don't care. But they wanted three 40s of Old English 800, excuse me, 4 40s of Old English 800, and then a handle of cheap vodka, right? So I'm like, holy shit, it's a lot of weight in a backpack, right? Big glass bottle beer, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Anyways, I was riding back, and he lived in this neighborhood that it was really twisty, lots of turns, and it was not like uniform like in a big city where everything's squared, right? Anyways, went and got their liquor, and I was driving my motorcycle, and I was at like the last turn to get to his house, which is like maybe about 200 feet long, and it comes to a T, and then you take a left at the T, and then you go down the street. Well, there was probably a former alleyway at this T street, right? Anyways, when I pulled up to the T street, there was this lady in a minivan just parked in the middle of the street, right? And she was just yelling out of her car. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, and I just sped past her driver's side. And then I was like full throttle. And then all of a sudden, this little wiener dog comes running out of that little space in between these houses. And I couldn't stop, dude. So I just, boom, boom. I ran over this little fucking wiener dog. And I was thinking, oh, shit, right? So what ran through my head was like, holy fuck, I still only have a learner's permit. It's already a little past dusk, right? So I'm not supposed to be on my bike. 3, I ran someone's dog over, and I did not want to pay for the medical shit, right? So I'm like, fuck this. So I hauled ass down. I turned left and I hauled ass down to my buddy's house. I laid my bike down on the side of his garage. And then, they were in the garage hanging out because they had to like set up with a TV and couches to, make a mess out there instead of in the house. So I was like, bro, I just ran over someone's fucking dog, dude. So they slammed the door shut, right? And then, yeah. And then, so anyways, yeah, so we're looking out the fucking, little glass thing on the garage door, and then this lady got her dog, and we could just hear the dog yelping in the car, and we're like, fuck, I felt like such a dick, but it's like, you know what? If you were fucking looking for a dog, you lazy bitch, you should have been out of your car, and I went to rip past your shit. And mind you, I was a pretty new rider too, so I'm surprised I didn't eat shit after I ran this dog over, but I literally ran him over straight in the middle. I was centered in my mass, just boom, boom, and I was like, "Fuck!"
They told me, when I was getting my license, my instructor told me that if anything runs out into the middle of the road, you shouldn't try and swerve to get out of the way because then you'll end up crashing. Well, you should do exactly what you did: is to aim for the center of it, and the dog's either going to run like past you, or you're going to hit it in the center and you're just going to go over it. But like,
for the most part, that's pretty true. For the most part, that's pretty true, but it depends on your skill level. If you're a new biker, that's definitely the approach you should take. But there's been times where I've been driving like, 100 plus on the highway, and a fucking raccoon will be on the highway, and I'll just fucking just swerve around his ass.
Yeah. If possible, swerve around him.
The The most important thing to remember, though, is you're going to ride toward what you're looking at.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, that's very true. Because like whenever I take turns, you know, I'll be kind of tucked in on the motorcycle, and instead of looking right in front of me, I'll look out in front of where I want to start going, and I keep my eye locked on that, or my head maybe turned towards that, and you know, then you don't veer off.
Yep.
I've seen so many people do that where they veer off or into a turn because they're looking right in front of themselves, and then panic sets in, like, oh shit, I'm gonna crash, and it's like, oh, now I'm looking at the spot where I'm gonna crash. Oh shit, I'm crashing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you need to look where you're going. It seems weird that you'd have to pay for the medical bills of the dog. Like if you hit them or something, they shouldn't be in the road at all. Really, like it's unfortunate, but I don't know. I guess you get sued for anything in America, though.
Welcome to Tom. I think this is Tom's first time on Chaos and Coffee.
Tom C, what up?
What's going on, Kyle? Vortex.
Getting poured up?
Yeah.
Well, he's skipping the coffee. He's going right to the vodka, so.
I just got done with the coffee.
And on that note, if you're doing any comments in the external chat, just let me know. Hit me up with a direct message because we don't always read the external chat.
Is it blown up or what?
No, I closed the window.
On a show where your comments drive the content, we don't really read the comments.
Yeah, sorry to tell you guys that 20 minutes in, but we don't, it's not like we used to be where we read the comments all the time. Well, the show's format used to be me just basically like reading comments on Facebook and answering them for an hour, right? And I was like, fuck that. YouTube up. So we have guests and people talking, you know? So yeah, I just want to let people know if they're watching. We have like one viewer right now. Thanks a lot. When you leave your comments, if we don't get to them right away, there might be a little bit of a lag. That's all. You want to, I didn't want people to get discouraged leaving their comments and then us not.
Did you post all this bullshit on the Facebook, Justin?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Like, share, subscribe.
About to make a Nutella cheesecake or two. Cannot remember the proportions of the recipe. Mm-hmm. Did you make it though?
Oh yeah, I made Nutella. Two of them, man. This is the easiest recipe on earth, dude. You're not gonna believe how easy this is. I'm gonna explain it. It's gonna be like 2 sentences. 2 packs of cream cheese.
Softened?
2 boxes of little cream cheese. Blocks. Right. Then Nutella, the nice large container, and then you mix that together and then pour it into a pie crust.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right.
As far as baking and cheese,
and then what do you chill it?
Yeah, chill it. That's the key. Is you want to chill it for like 2 hours, 4 hours, overnight. Anything like if you have like a occasion to bring a pie to the next day, just chill it overnight.
Nice. So update on the comments, right? There's none. And you got one person watching.
Oh yeah, sorry, oops.
And Justin, you can mute that fucking YouTube thing so you don't hear yourself twice.
Yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, I definitely did that. I paused it even and just let it sit at the beginning of the video. I just gotta be.
Oh, there's 2 watching now. What up?
I gotta be diligent enough to go over there and look at it, I guess. Okay, so
just leave it in the side or something.
Oh shit.
One guy says the story you just told is some pretty metal shit. Okay, there we go.
I need more coffee.
Dude, for food.
Yeah, it seems like you definitely get a way better turnout when you do this on Facebook, though.
Yeah, Facebook.
Because Facebook likes pouring ass out for that live shit.
Yeah, they throw it right in everybody's face. They're like, hey, he's live. Do it. Click it.
I remember you used to be able to promote your own posts on Facebook or whatever for it was like $7, and then Facebook would make sure all your friends plus mutuals would see it.
They I checked external comments. One person did say that your story was pretty metal. And somebody's story was pretty.
That must have been mine running over a fucking wiener dog.
That is some shady shit right there. To charge people to up their own content on Facebook.
Oh yeah, they still do that.
Here, all your friends will like it, even though your friends didn't.
We do events like a comedy event. So like if it's at a venue, a person will do like the flyer and they'll make an event, and people like the comedians will say, "I'm going to this," and then like people who are fans will go, "I'm interested in this," right? Like any other event.
It's funny you say that because I swear to God, every comedy thing you do, it whores itself. Like it's like, yo, your homie Justin's going here. You should go. And it's like, bitch, I'm in Minnesota. I can't make that shit.
Yeah, it does that to me too.
And people wonder why I banned Facebook.
There's a Minnesota Twin Cities, right?
Yeah.
I got the right area. Okay. So I'm hooked in the Twin Cities comedy, and so when I'm up in Minnesota, you'll see me, dude.
Oh, bro, I'll get all my friends to come with. We'll load that bitch up.
That's all I need to hear, man. Dude, it's man. Honestly, to make it fun, like you plus two is usually a nice little table. You know what I mean? Like if I show up to Minnesota from California and 3 people show up to my show, I'm fucking jazzed. You know what I mean? Because in Bakersfield, I'm getting like 1, like my wife. You know?
Oh, bro, we'll rattle the motherfucking cage. I'll get these homies to come out.
Nah, we have really good turnout.
You can sleep on my couch. I don't give a fuck.
Mm.
Actually, I should have a guest room set up by then because Matt's moving out. So yeah, if you came here to do comedy, you could stay at my place for free. So
word, dude. Yeah, some weekend.
Yeah.
It literally is another comedian saying, "Hey, I'm going to Minnesota." That's all it is. It's another comedian saying, "I'm going to Minnesota. Do you want to go?" And I gotta go.
And you know what's funny too, because they say that Minnesota is a good like place to go to prove your comedy or something like that. Because I remember. I don't know how many comedians it was. I know Robin Williams was one when he was trying to like start out some new bits before his large tour. He came here and he did like 3 days at the Comedy Store or something like that, or the comedy, whatever, the Acme Comedy. That's what it was.
Okay.
Play out his fucking bit and
yeah,
I don't know, ironed out some details.
I know you're
because we're not the kind of people that'll boo a motherfucker off stage or something like that. If you suck, we'll just be quiet. We'll leave, right? So if you start seeing people leaving, you're like, "Oh, I'm fucking up," right? But we won't be like, "Oh, fuck you!" Like you're at the
Minnesota's
Apollo
polite.
where they start throwing fucking beer bottles at you or whatever.
Or yeah. There's some places that are pretty rough, man. I like Minnesota as far as their hip hop scene. Like, there's a lot of good hip hop from Minnesota.
Yeah, we got the whole Rhymesayers clique over here, and a couple others.
Yeah. Yep. If I'm up there, man, you'll be the first to know.
Right on.
I should have hit up DC people from G+. I didn't think about that. Man, I only know a couple in DC, but
that Brittany Nevin probably would have came out.
Scott Wilson.
Yeah.
She's in Alexandria, but that's pretty close to DC. It's like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, it's like right across the bridge. God, I'm trying to remember. I'm really bad with names, but there's a dude out there that lives like in Baltimore.
Scott Wilson's another one. Scott Wilson, and then Ward is out there.
Oh yeah, Ward Anderson.
Wait,
and then
sorry.
God, what are some of the other? I can't remember anymore. I
So,
get fuckless.
Whenever I'm in somebody's area, I'll let them know. Or if somebody's gonna be in your area that I know, I will definitely I'll let you know. Hey, this comedian that's pretty funny is gonna be in that area. Because at this point, like a lot of my people that are in my peer group are like spreading out across the country. I mean, almost like LA's a university for comedy, and you just like go there and learn, and then you end up going to like Ohio or somewhere. Tampa.
Right.
And then just set up shop. What's up, Jesse? Welcome to the Hangout. It's random as normal. We have 3 viewers. I'd like to thank those viewers. Please leave a comment in the external, where the heck that's at even on this thing. I think it's on that side.
Oh yeah, dude. Right? Subscribe. Tell us what it's about.
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Yeah, smash that shit. Oh yeah. Fuck. If you know what's good for you. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, dude. I went to bed like 3 hours ago, actually.
Yeah, fuck sleep. You can sleep when you're dead, right?
I guess so, dude. I didn't mean to do that. I started pushing my app out to the public last night. or yesterday. And then like started bug fixing, and then somebody was like, "Yo, why ain't you got a Docker container yet?" I was like, that's a good call. So I was like, let me whip one up real quick, and then fucking 11 hours later, dude, I'm still sitting in this chair like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, that's what it was, and then it was working, and so yeah.
Is this that comic thing you're talking about before?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so if Docker containers more your speed than a local install, I got that. So if you need that,
maybe at some point. Right now, I'm messing around with some stuff.
Word.
I'm trying to crack an exe file that's .NET, and it's kind of hard because there's no native Linux decompiler. So I'm having to like run. Here's the story real quick. I have to run Wine in a virtualized instance so that I can use a decompiler to check out this exe that is most likely a virus. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at right now.
Good old capture the flag.
I mean,
capture the flag. Yeah.
Are you playing capture the flag?
Why bother with it? It's an exe. Of course, it's a virus. Just delete it and be done with it.
No, there's these
delete System32 while you're at it. Also.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did that long ago. There are these challenges.
Keep the viruses away forever.
There are these challenges for this website called Hack the Box. Like you have to hack your way into this website. Like there's no invite code. You have to like generate your own by exploiting the website.
You gotta hack into the forum. What is it?
Hack the Box. It's pretty fun. They gamify it. So like there's a bunch of challenges in reverse engineering and cracking and crypto, and then there's a live IPv6 environment with a bunch of nodes. So it's our dream place, guys. You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine that Hack the Box or Hack the Site, either of them fucking provide you I can't imagine they would provide you a fucking exe that could only be dynamically analyzed. Like you should just be able to fucking look at that statically, and whatever info you want should be in there.
Yeah, ideally, or like, yeah, in another instance, sure, this is a pretty hard challenge. In fact, I think I need to modify the code and put a NOP in there so that it'll reveal the flag.
You got so you actually have to put breakpoints in there, and then
this is a pretty hard challenge. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I can't reveal how to get into the site, especially not on YouTube Live. Jesus. They'll ban
the rules. You can't.
Yeah, it's against the rules, but
it's all good.
Suffice to say, analyzing or decrypting keys, or like going through that is like a very rudimentary or elementary part of the process, right? So I thought surely I could look at it in a static environment. I used, and this is for the challenge. This isn't for getting in. This is a challenge once you're in, right? I could talk about that, I guess. I was using HexEdit, to look at the hexadecimal. And sorry, viewers. Oh, sorry. Where are you going? No. I mean, I'm just talking about stuff I love. Please don't.
They just
don't leave me, please.
Like, oh my God, a group full of hackers.
or it's like one of those things where. I agree with what you're saying. I need to look at it dynamically instead of statically. I've been doing that all last night. So like that 12 hours you're talking about with Docker or right, I was like dealing with code, just looking at code. Yeah, static code, trying to find a part where it said, please enter. I was looking for enter. I was looking for any sequence. Trust me, man. Like fucking fail. I was looking for any sequence of words that might put me somewhere near.
Did you run it through? Did you run it through string and shit? Look for static strings and shit. Like
no, I'm gonna use one of those Windows programs called like IDA or something like that. Or
IDA Pro. I mean, they have IDA Pro on Linux too. I mean, you can fucking run that shit. Like you don't.
I think it requires Wine.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure IDA runs natively on Linux. Like there's ways to fucking do your debugging on Linuxes. I did it. I ran through a malware analysis fucking workshop, and we just used IDA all on.
I'm just glad I put it in a virtual machine when I first started analyzing it, because it's a virus.
Yeah, that's the best place to detonate malware is always fucking Windows, dude. Just build yourself a nice little VM. Fucking.
That's really what I should do. I should just open up a VM of Windows and quit being an elitist punk and like actually use Windows for the first time in
that's
9
good.
years. 9.
And anything you do on Hack the Box, if you open if you connect to that Hack the Box VPN, then you should be doing it in a virtual machine. Really, you don't want that on your bare bones, really.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's like they say that somewhere in the disclaimer.
Yeah.
There's this huge disclaimer that says like you are participating in like illegal exercise of skills that must be like it's this big long ass fucking disclaimer.
Yeah, you gotta own this box. If this ain't your box, you in trouble.
Yeah, and don't attack each other, of course. Only attack the nodes. It's pretty much like the same type of dojo that Nuno had running a while ago.
There's a Reddit forum for that Hack the Box. They give out like clues and stuff. They don't put spoilers out, but they give some clues if you start.
Right on.
Sometimes it's something really obvious, like you're missing something, like you overlooked something or something. Like sometimes you try and overcomplicate it. That's what I did on the invite when I was first going in. I overcomplicated it a bit, and then I was like, oh well, it's just this.
I mean, it's a good thing to promote. Again, I'll say the name, and then I guess we can move on to a different topic. But hackthebox.eu, .eu. Check it out. It's a great site. I literally was telling everybody about it the other day. Like everybody I knew who was smart enough, I was like, hey, guess what? Hey, Jesse, did you hear that Korea has a hydrogen bomb?
Yeah, dude, we on that shit, bro.
Okay. I went to sleep to it, and I woke up to it. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, fuck, man, I need to finish this container. I've been working so long, dude. They jumped from fucking, just regular old ICBMs, and now they're on the fucking H-bomb, dude. Like, what did I do, dude? Like, how long was I working on this shit?
Some Rasputin shit, yeah. Or what's not Rasputin? What's that? Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah, dude. I was sitting here. I'm like, all right, okay. Let's try this fucking base container. No, all right. Look over. What the fuck? Like, how did we get to this?
North Korea. Oh man.
Now
I'm gonna have to make a meme where some guy's walking down the street and he's looking at a girl that has Kim Jong-un's head.
Walking fast.
Yep. And then the girl that's looking at him's got to be like, I don't know, whoever America is. And a flag. What do we have as a symbol? That's what I'll use. This is when we go to the comments right now. We go, hey, let's go read the comments. Andrew Boydston says he was in Minnesota recently. It's a really nice place. It's a humbling experience to walk through the crowd. Because if you suck, people just walk out. Damn, he just confirmed, double confirmed. And sometimes a comic can learn more from bombing than from killing it there. That's pretty cool. Good comment. Thank you very much, Andrew Boydston, local comedian, chilling out in his backyard on his phone. That's the lag. Like, oh yeah, remember when we were talking about Minnesota?
I got into an argument recently about password lengths. Like I was saying that most websites don't tell you what the maximum password length is, and it's annoying for me because I generate passwords and usually I make them as long as I can do, and it was saying that like 12 character long passwords is enough, and that I should just look for database dumps and then change my password if needed. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why? What possible reason other than laziness could you have to have 50 to 100 character long passwords? Like, is it that much of a big deal for me to have like 50 to 100 character long? Or just to tell me, hey, the password length is this? And I was like, is there a website somewhere I can go that says, hey, this is a list of lots of websites and here's the maximum length that you can have? Like, yeah,
I think 25 is pretty sufficient. Anything from 15 to 25 is pretty.
It's okay, but like I'm paranoid. You see, like I like for it to be like as long as possible.
If I can't use like a fucking chapter from a Bible like as my password, I'm not. It's not acceptable.
Not just a first level chapter.
Yeah, dude. If it's not fucking Genesis 1-2, like fucking hashed against fucking NES 256, dude, like you better not be putting that shit in your DB. You keep my password out your DB. Ugh.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. Oh man. Have you heard the Aesop Rock song where he goes, "My first name is a set of random numbers and letters.
Yeah.
And other alphanumerics that change hourly forever."
Yeah.
His brother's a CS major. His older brother, Aesop Rock's older brother, is a CS major, and so that's how a lot of his rap has like really sick, like in the know, tech lyrics. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah, the former goth one, fucking.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, that was a good album all the way through, man. Still, I don't know. I'd probably rank it up there. Yeah, I'd probably rank it up there as one of his best, dude.
Aesop Rock's Impossible Kid. Check it out, folks. Great album.
Fantastic.
All free on YouTube. There's either a video of it with The Shining done by puppets, Stephen King's The Shining done by puppets, or you can have the whole album just with the, I guess, LP cover, the album cover.
Some lyrics, you'll fucking need them.
You'll probably want a lyrics list. You'll definitely, if you just listen to it and kind of zone out, catch a sentence or two and be like, did he just talk to me?
Yeah. Wait, what? What did he say about me?
What did you say about me? Like, I mean, like, it's like you'll be like sitting there listening to this, and it's so weird. He'll like describe like the exact T-shirt and shit that you're wearing, like the food you're eating at the exact time. You're like, oh shit, this isn't an album. This is a magical spell. I need to turn this thing off. Pretty much. Aesop Rock Impossible Kid. It's magic. Or it induces some type of paranoia. So yeah, if you have tendencies for any type of schizophrenia or delusional activities, disassociation, or just general anxiety, please be cautious when listening to Aesop Rock.
Yep, because you motherfuckers ain't a threat to the cause.
Dude, that dork song, yeah, he has a dork song where he pretty much just breaks down the whole internet. Like, I was like, fuck.
He breaks down the world, dude. Fucking tribes and fucking, people that you can't learn lessons from, even though they say they're there,
Jeez.
It's good shit.
Like psychiatrists, man. Dr. Scratch and Sniff.
Fucking, yeah, shrinks a fucking headpiece, dude.
I wish I could play it right now. We could probably actually play it, but then we'd get like some copyright flag. Like right away, YouTube would be like, they played a song in the middle of the hangout.
No, banned. Y'all are banned.
I wonder if we can get permission to do that from somebody. Like if I knew the band though, like I bet if I could find a local California band, I bet we could take like a bathroom break at the first hour and just play a song for 3 minutes.
Possibly, but you know what? Like the time traveling DMCA bots, dude, from the future. They've already copyrighted their fucking tunes, I
had the deal with it a while ago. It's basically a thing where I have to contact the band itself, like the band or whoever that runs the YouTube page for the band, and like ask, please.
Give me about a year, and I'll see if I can come up with something for you.
Is it
something original?
I feel like that's what the guys in North Korea said to Kim Jong-un. Like, give us just a year. We'll come up with some hydrogen bomb. We should make a song called Hydrogen Bomb. There we go. That's catchy and selling. What's up, Tom? You're being quiet.
Yeah, just waking up. Don't have my bearings yet.
I know the feeling.
It's just the thing as a host, I have to like pick at the room, like, hey man, how's it going? It's a subtle way for me and Jesse to quit talking. I'll just mute myself and go off camera and let you guys talk. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. It's pretty nice, actually. I like having guests here. I like to thank all you guys at this point for being here. You know what I'm saying? Keep rocking in the free world.
Nothing is free.
That's what they tell us, yeah.
Is that how it ends? Nothing's free? Is that the...
That's how it goes now.
Nothing's free. That should be a conservative. Yeah, that should be a conservative catchphrase right there.
Dude.
Nothing's free.
Free just means someone else paid for it.
Yeah, except for, you know,
Or you found it.
you know, government officials' insurance and government officials' homes and government officials' cars and, you know, pretty much everything. Yeah, everything government officials get, you know, they get it free. But not us
We're
poor
paid
folk.
for that. Well, not we.
What's up, guys?
Hey man,
Taxpayer.
welcome, Joe Simpson.
You know, it's not just government officials though. 'Cause it's funny you mentioned that. I watched
You're
a
welcome, thing.
YouTube video the other day
My wife bought me this.
on Harley Davidson's release of their
32
new
ounce
motorcycle
coffee
models,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave away several of them, you know, for promotion. All of them were rich celebrities, with the exception of two, who were women who promoted Harley Davidson on their websites. They were, you know, female bikers, right? Internet bloggers.
Hmm.
They all got to keep the bikes except for the two women. They had to return the motorcycles to Harley Davidson after they unveiled them on their websites.
Why, couldn't afford the taxes or what?
Well, no. It was just all the big wealthy celebrities that got motorcycles got to keep them.
Why?
The two poor nobodies had to give them back.
Welcome to America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. But again, besides the America reason, why? Like, there's got to be a why behind it.
Well, they were promoting their new motorcycle lines.
Well, I mean, you'd think leaving it to, like, giving it to a layman who might actually be seen driving it and blogging about it would give them more exposure than a celebrity. So I got to ask again, why would Harley Davidson do that?
Because here in America, we give people who can afford to buy anything they need, everything. We give them so much free shit. The less you need money, the more likely we are to give it to you. That's like the American motto. It's fucking retarded and it makes no sense, but that's how we do it.
It makes zero sense, yeah. But I mean, typically with giveaways like that, I mean, if there's got to be like literally a reason why, because I imagine these bloggers are going to stir up more of a shitstorm than some celebrity. So
not to their marketing people, they don't think so. They think that they're doing just fine.
Yeah, they're out of touch with reality, I think.
Well, here's a prime example of stupidity. Fundraising in the United States, nonprofit is $1 billion industry. I work in marketing. I do marketing for the city. I know, the enemy. Just started that job. I've been going to a couple of these, what do you call them? Fundraiser golf tournament bullshit. So they charge you like $150 a person to be part of this. And then they give you like $300 worth of shit from like this goodie bag. Like the last one I went to, you know, those like bear-proof Yeti coolers. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
There was one of those. There was a camping stove. There was all kinds. There was like $350 worth of free shit that they gave everybody who attended. And I was like, how is this raising money for anything? But for those who have money, they just give you more and more shit because obviously you don't need it.
Well, you know,
it's fucking retarded.
I ran a nonprofit in Toronto, Canada, and the one thing I learned was that nonprofit means all profit.
Oh yeah, there's.
I
used to volunteer at this horse riding school, and they took kids out of the wheelchair. We developed a special saddle, stuck them in there. And it was great for the kids. There was a ton of volunteers doing all of the work around here. The two women who actually ran did the books, and it was like their thing. They made like $60 an hour, and that was 20 years ago. How the fuck can you take donations and have people do all the work for free and then still make $60 an hour? That's bullshit.
Not have to pay taxes.
That too.
Really, all that means is in order to keep their nonprofit status, every financial quarter, whatever is in that organization's bank account is divided up amongst all of its shareholders or its board members, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever's not spent at that time, they have to report zero to the government.
Yeah, otherwise you pay taxes.
Yep.
It is a scam.
The start of the new school year can be a stressful time.
On that note, a lot of this Red Cross stuff I just heard scam, so I decided to turn my camera on and start talking about the Red Cross. Well, because people donated millions and millions of dollars to Haiti disaster relief years ago, right? And they didn't even build, I think, 5 houses. They built like 5 little houses with millions of dollars, right? So be really wary when you donate to a cause for this Hurricane Harvey or the Hurricane Irma thing. You know, be careful who you donate to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In fact, if I could recommend one, J.J. Watts, is he a linebacker? J.J. Watts, the football player. You could probably find it just by typing J.J. Watts.
Oh, I saw that.
W-A-T-T. He tried to raise, I believe, 200,000, and he ended up raising like 16 million.
5 million.
Oh,
yeah, it was 5 million at the end of the first day.
5 million at the end of the first day. It's sitting somewhere. When I first saw the story, it was like 13 million, and I think it's sitting somewhere around 16 million because of all of the people that trust him. Yeah, like they trust him to be able to distribute it, and he has semi trucks rolling in with supplies like as we speak. So I mean, he's doing the right thing with it.
And that's what you're supposed to fucking do.
Mm-hmm. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm so
always help
cautious.
the poor and needy directly.
Say again.
I said I always help the poor and needy directly. I'll
the
buy
best
a
thing to
homeless
do
person a meal. I might give them a few bucks, you know.
Direct action.
Give them a ride if they need it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Nope.
As opposed to giving that money to a big corporation, it's just gonna, make someone else.
Oh yeah,
richer.
I used to run a hot dog cart, and at the end of the day, Justin, right there at Union and 178, how there's always people standing out there with signs and dogs and saying they're hungry. Justin's not there. At the end of the day, if I had any hot dogs left, instead of throwing them away, I would bag them up and just set them on that corner because I knew the homeless people would get them. If there was somebody standing there, I'd hand it to them. If not, I'd just hop out at the light and set it on top of the power box. And
nice.
Next time I would come by and they would see my truck, they would be like, dude, thank you so much. I never claim that shit on my taxes. It's like 4 hot dogs. It's not enough to claim, but it's enough to brighten somebody's day. Those are human beings standing there.
Mm. Yeah, that's the best way, I think, is doing it yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that. Last time. But I still say fucking itemize everything.
I definitely claimed anything I didn't sell on my taxes.
We all should just come together to help each other out.
Mm-hmm. And kill bourgeoisie.
United we stand.
Divided we fall.
And kick some shit out of Nazis if you happen to find them around with their signs.
Fuck yeah,
America.
Our side chat has a avid sports follower, and he says that J.J. Watts is the defensive end for Houston Texans, defensive player of the year twice in a row.
Why couldn't he defend him from the hurricane?
He's not that big of a blocker.
There's two predominant belief systems in America, if I've observed this correctly, right? You have scientists,
God or money,
money, science, whatever. I believe in the science thing, but then there's definitely God, money, the capitalists. Okay, so 3 predominant ideologies in America. Okay, so you have science, you have the God, money, and you have the old school Judeo-Christian religion system, right?
Yeah, the blood magic.
Right. So scientists say, oh, the atmosphere is warming up, and a warmer atmosphere can hold more moisture. So while these hurricanes aren't new, we have hurricane season every year, they are going to be stronger in that they can hold more moisture in the atmosphere. Oh, okay, that's a rational Occam's razor type explanation. Thanks, scientist. What do you think, religious people? It's because all the gays in Houston.
we know how them gays like their beaches.
And you're like, wait, what? Yeah, so you're blaming the Texas coastline. You're blaming Corpus Christi and these little vacation spots.
I think it's because Joel Osteen is in Houston.
They're all dens of heathenism and homosexuality.
Yeah, I think it is because of
And
Joel
therefore,
Osteen.
God's
Yeah.
punished them.
Yeah, so that's like the religious explanation. Never once do they step in and say, "Oh my God, maybe it's because we took this whole continent from the indigenous people and just run their like graves over with bulldozers."
Yeah,
That was the Lord's work, damn you.
Oh, that was
Jesus wanted us to have this nation.
Man. Yeah, I read the Bible a few times. I just don't see America ever mentioned. So
you're reading the wrong one, dude. You need the gold tablets, bro. You need to buy the next DLC,
the
bro.
golden plates. Yeah.
Oh, so we forgot the capitalist one though. Like, okay, and then there's this capitalist idea, right? Where they go, hurricanes. Man, I bet I make a bunch of money off that. I make a bunch of money off a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, let's open a nonprofit.
Yeah, or let's jack water up. Let's just jack water up to like $75 a case.
Fuck yeah, you could do that. Yeah, pump the gas up, dude. And then also the thing you do before the hurricane, dude, you sell insurance, and then when they fucking come to cash out, dude, you just skip country.
Yeah, we need some lobbyists for that though.
It's,
Make
it's
sure.
an act of
In
God.
other
You
words, America.
Put in your in your small print, just like if there's a hurricane or something, we don't pay out. That's an act of God.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's literally the thing that they tried to push is if these hurricanes are a record-setting hurricane, like so they'll say like this is the strongest one in 100 years, or something like that. Then it's like this clause where it's like, oh, sorry, that was some act of God, or they can't say act of God, they say a historical event. You know what I mean? It's like a unprecedented event.
To make money.
Yeah, it's man, it's rough. Yeah, the thing is, another hurricane's going to hit us soon, so it's like America's going to get battered by nature. Like literally, Mother Nature's going to beat the shit out of America, and there's going to be no external army. Like it's never going to be Russia or China. It's going to be like earthquakes, fires, and floods for the next 10 years. And we're like, what do we do?
Does anyone want to set up an insurance company?
That's so wrong.
I've had a joke that I've used for years that insurance is nothing but a monthly bet that you make with yourself that shit's going to go horribly wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
That's basically how they break it down in Color Magic too. Fucking. It's pretty much exactly how it gets broken down.
Is that a documentary?
What, Color Magic? Nah, dude. Fucking Terry Pratchett, Discworld.
Oh, okay, right on.
First book in it. Fucking fuck. What's the main odd character's name with the traveling chest, the insurance dude? Can't remember.
They haven't made that into a movie or a TV show yet.
In Sewer Ants. Trying to remember.
Yeah, but in Sewer Ants, yeah. Fucking, I can't
I
remember.
mean, I know the author. I know Terry Pratchett.
Mm-hmm. There's a character in the beginning in the first book, and yeah. Fucking, and basically he's an insurance salesman from a fucking faraway land, and he comes to sell it to basically these medieval motherfuckers, and none of them have any idea. Wow. And so like every time he says insurance, it's like in sewer ants or like something weird because they don't know what the fuck it is, and basically trying to explain it's basically like you basically you make a bet that your shit's not gonna break, and if it does break, then we'll pay you for it. But we're gonna bet that it doesn't break, and then there's a bunch of he breaks it down. Fucking, it's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good.
That's intense.
Discworld's fucking great, dude. That's where the fucking whole it's turtles all the way down comes from. It's like,
oh, okay.
That's fucking what is it? Because the Earth is just a disc on the back of fucking 4 elephants or standing on the back of a turtle. And then somebody's like, well, what's under the turtle? It's just turtles all the way down.
Yeah, turtles all the way down. There's a comedian named Mike Repick that does a joke about that. It's turtles all the way down.
Just turtles all the way down.
The Native Americans called this whole continent Turtle Island. Because when you actually zoom out on it, it looks like a turtle. You know what I'm saying? With a tail and 4 legs. Big shell.
You can kind of see where it was flipped over and its shell cracked and the fucking meat cooked inside of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
turtle soup. Yeah. That's probably why they call this a melting pot. Hey.
Oh, turtle soup melting pot.
Man, dude, I'm coming for your job, bro. I'm fucking.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's some top level shit right there, bro. I'd have the crowd busting, dude. They'd have to clean up the vomit off the floor.
Yeah,
I'm laughing so hard.
I'm not even sure if I'm funny. I might be like an anti-funny type thing.
Hey, that works too. People find that funny.
Yeah, I'll be like, they're gonna take back this fucking country. It's only been 200 years, and I don't mean they in some type of paranoid, vague pronoun way where they are coming, blah blah blah. I mean the indigenous fucking people of this continent.
Yo, they got solar power, bro. They got enough solar power to run the Navajo Nation. Did you read that shit?
I did not actually.
Yeah, dude. Fucking what is the Navajo fucking reserve down here? They have enough solar power to fucking fuel 14,000 homes now.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Nice.
That's just for them. That's all for them, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's probably the Navajo Nation's one of the bigger reservations in the country.
And one of the ones that maintains their shit well too. Like,
yeah.
They don't really let you trailer park it up on the res that much with Navajos.
No, I've traveled through that area, and then also just studying the Navajo. They're pretty keen to the old ways, but also they have good like law enforcement, I should say. I don't know. Like they have there's a wonderful show. Here's some more promotion. There's a wonderful show called Navajo Cops, or I'll get the other link, dude. It was on Netflix or something like that. But essentially, long story short, these guys are like the police for like the entire res. And in case people are watching that don't know, the Navajo have a territory that basically spans like New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado. Like it's where the crosshairs are in America. Talk about spells. Where the crosshairs are in America, that's right where the Navajo Nation is. It's like we drew crosshairs right over them, So these cops will they'll break up a domestic dispute, or they'll go get somebody from the casino in white people territory and bring them back to the res, right? Episode I want to say 8, there's a skinwalker. Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, you don't fuck with a skinwalker, dude. If you know a real life skinwalker, you get the fuck out. You just leave. Leave.
What's a skinwalker?
They walk through skins, bro. They can fucking transform into bestial animals, glowing red eyes. It'll run faster than a car, dude. If you're driving through the res at night, dude, and you're by yourself, man, and you catch a skinwalker catches your scent, dude, they run up on you while you're driving down the freeway 95 miles an hour. They run faster. They'll rip the fucking door off your car, take you out, and then wear your skin.
Okay, in America, there's this. Okay, I'm going to establish it first as a myth, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so thank you for that. Thank you for that very appropriate description. Nothing he said is outside of the collection of stories surrounding skinwalkers. Okay, like all that whole account that you just said, that is a good description of what happens. Okay, a skinwalker, as far as I understand, is a witch that learned how to transform into animals. Like a shaman could do that probably. Like a good witch could probably do that too. You know what I mean? Like you become the eagle, then you can see the whole desert and find the cactus you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
More likely you don't become the animal, you commune with the animal. You let that animal still live and you commune with it. Not skinwalkers. They'll cut open a bear and wear its skin and walk around the woods as the bear or the coyote or whatever. And then it got weird. Like when the natives started fighting with the white people, the skinwalker is this old male witch, right? And I think female sometimes, but mostly male. And he just wear a white person's skin. They cut open a white person and wear their skin.
That sounds hot.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're kind of like our version of a Lich King or a necromancer or something. Check it out. Google it, dude.
There's more like a shapeshifter or something.
Yeah, but a shapeshifter would be a good guy over here. Like a werewolf would actually be kind of nice over here, or better than that. You know?
Yeah, skin changers are considered very highly evil. It's very
highly evil.
It's like There is no good spectrum with a skinwalker.
Oh no, they've literally made a bad pact to be able to wear human skins and shit. Come on.
Yeah.
There's shamanic shape shifting.
Everywhere
shamanic
else in the world, the genie is an evil creature, but here in the U.S., genies are funny and sound like Robin Williams.
I've read that.
Well, see, because like we changed the name. That's how you got it. If you spell the spelling of the genie's name, then it's all fine, man. Because that's how it works. What is it? Man, I'm trying to think of the fantasy setting, fucking, or like mythos or whatever. That fucking there's like 4 different levels of genies. What fantasy setting is that? There's like 4 different types.
Like that.
Was it like there's like 4 different types of genies, like, and they're all elementals and shit.
Welcome to Dan Nichols.
Well, it didn't win. It didn't end all that well with Aladdin.
That doesn't sound at all like a Dan Nichols.
No.
What's going on, Cheech? How you doing?
I just finished flying my drone for the first time.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like fun. Do you have footage?
That's pretty cool.
For us?
Well, I have the card. I mean, I recorded stuff, but I don't have the SD converting thing. I had to put the mini SD in, micro, whatever.
Oh, okay. One of these.
Those are pretty cheap. You can get them at an accessory aisle at your local Target or.
Is this what you sound like before you start drinking for the day, Dan?
Yes, this is exactly what I sound like before I start drinking, cuz.
Yeah, that's a really good voice modulator, man.
Yeah, cuz.
Jeez.
That was top
That's
shit.
your mama now. Dan Nichols, pre-bushy beers.
Good grief.
Over Papa Bush's account, bro?
Well,
Pre-morning
I'm
footy rack.
at Dan's house.
Oh, shit. Tell Papa Bush I said, what up?
I still have no idea what's going on. Who is this?
I invited Dan Nichols in here, but his boo thing took over his Googles.
I didn't know Dan had a boo thing. His wife?
Yeah, Cheatwood.
No, not.
I'm trying to remember who Dan Nichols is at all.
He's a dude from Alabama. He's always drinking Bush Light.
The military guy?
Yeah.
Marines.
He's in the Marines.
Yeah, I remember Dan.
Yeah.
Get him on camera. Where's he at? There he is. Come over here, Dan. You're on YouTube.
You got your dick out, Dan?
You're on candid camera.
You were live on YouTube.
Papa Bush!
Dan says, hey, faggots.
Front and center, faggot.
That's about his speed, yeah.
We're definitely trying to side with the YouTube crowd here. Definitely bringing that in.
He doesn't want to blow his cover as a military intelligence agent.
Yeah, it's curvy. He's got it from
Illuminati. He's Illuminati, bro.
He's syncing his headset so we can both talk at the same time.
Oh,
man, getting fancy.
Sennheiser.
Sennheisers, though.
Man, Dan is a real ball buster sometimes. Here we go.
He definitely busts my balls.
What's up,
What up, Dow?
Wow.
Oh, fucking man.
Man, I have not seen this guy in a long time.
Gotta hang with Regs, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fucking Monet and JB, man. I haven't seen you fuckers in a long time.
Hey, Paso.
Yeah, man. How's it going?
Oh, just fine.
Wow.
How's life treating
you?
you?
This is Chaos and Coffee, where we just drink coffee and have random discussions. It happens every Sunday.
What about Chaos and Beer?
If that's your coffee, man, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. Chaos and your.
Do you? It's
you.
Chaos
Yeah.
and,
It's just
Chaos and Rams urine?
Yeah, dude. I mean, if Bear Grylls wanted to hop in here, sure.
Feed the goat, man.
So why do y'all do this as a hangout on air? What?
Yeah, bro. We live on YouTube, so you know what?
I know. What's up with that?
It's a weekly show, like, you know.
You're trying to make a reality series here?
Yeah, bro. We trying to.
It's just a place for people to conversate. You know, like have a coffee and talk for 2 hours.
You got any viewers on the stream?
Yeah, dude. We're
right viewers right now.
Look.
Thanks to our viewers for staying with us. I know some of the conversation's been random.
Sure thing, man.
Remember, your content, your comments drive the content.
Hey, if you're in the Hangout and you're viewing the stream, that doesn't count as a viewer.
Yeah, I'm one of them. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm one of them too.
Momo chimed in.
I appreciate
Said I look. Momo chimed in and said I look high AF or hungover.
Yeah, long.
Momo?
You do.
Is Momo
Momo
out there?
Lopez.
What?
Lopez.
Yo,
But I haven't
Momo.
heard from her in time, dude.
Two
Right, yeah.
viewers confirmed. Kyle and Momo.
Yo, Momo, pop in. Where them titties at?
Invite her in the external.
She's not watching anymore.
She's got some fat titties too, though.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know if I had that person still. Dang it.
I don't know what the hell she goes by on G Plus now, but it's something not Momo Lopez.
I think it remembers.
Are people still shit posting all over G Plus, dude? I haven't.
It's slowing down.
I don't know. I honestly haven't probably been on G Plus in over a year now.
Yeah, I don't really use anything, to be honest, anymore.
Margaret Lopez. Dude, it could be any Margaret Lopez. Here, dude, you want to give her the link? There you go.
She's got loads of different accounts.
Hold on, I'll give you the link. You can give her the link, yeah? The link is in the internal. Here you go.
I haven't really seen her post on G Plus in a while.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's the thing is G Plus is
Dead meme.
Yeah, man, it's really weird there.
It's
And not
just
in a
Vlad.
good way.
That's it. That's G Plus. It's just Vlad and his little crew of kids that he surrounds himself with.
Oh, that's gross.
That's racist.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, Palco hit me up and he was like, "Man, come hang out. I saw your thing on Sundays. Hang out." And I was like, "No, man, I'm good. It's a waste of time to hang out all day." And then he goes, "No, man, there's this new crew and they're worn out. You need to come hang out or something like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm good. You know, like I got life."
People on Zoom, like just some fucking Zoom site.
I saw that. I saw somebody drop a link to that once. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now we can promote it on, yeah, let's promote Zoom. Hey, Zoom, we're not sure what you are yet. You're just a video conferencing site. How you doing?
I don't trust you.
I wouldn't fuck with that. I don't know. What is it? Discord started recently beta testing their fucking video chats and conference calls. So
Well, Zoom's been around for a long time. It's just now getting to where it's usable.
Yeah, Discord's where it's at now. It's where everyone
What's the
goes.
link? Sorry.
Zoom is extremely efficient.
Oh yeah, it's efficient. It's
Is it?
pretty very intuitive interface. It's got a nice clean interface to it. There's nothing wrong with the platform itself. It's just a matter of who you get in there.
does it have Warlight?
Warlight. No, it doesn't.
Well,
Man, those were the days when we'd get together on Sundays and play that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a lot like that, except for people get to watch it.
yeah, and we don't yell at each other because
We didn't break up friendships over it.
The butt hurt was real.
Dude, the butt hurt was always real. It was fun though.
Yeah, it was bad but good at the same time.
I fucking miss that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it still exists. I'm sure Warlight's out there. It's just playing it in the hangout.
Oh, it is. I mean, it was just. I mean, the site's up. We could go play it on the site. It's just at that point, everyone had to screen share, and it wouldn't really be that fun. Because then you'd see everybody's moves as well. It wouldn't be broadcast to like
Right,
the board
yeah.
or anything. You know?
We could set one person as an observer. Like one
That's
person
true.
doesn't want to play.
Observing.
Yep. One
That's
person
true.
who doesn't want to play could be the observer. People could still hear a lot of shit talking, and then they would just watch the map change as we shit talked, basically.
We could set that up for next weekend, maybe. You know, actually set up a longer one. And
Yeah,
get
I'll try to
back
figure
on.
out the logistics of it,
Fucking
man.
call me
That
in,
shouldn't be
bitch.
too hard. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to do.
Yeah, man,
Even if it's on a third-party site, we just screen share from the observer's perspective.
I could wake up in time and actually go get coffee. Every time I go to get coffee while the stream's going, fucking, I get back and the stream's dead. So I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, put the coffee pot right next to me.
Fucking yeah, I don't know. I don't make coffee at home. I make coffee at work, and then I just when I'm at home, I go and get coffee when I need it.
Yeah, it's essentially you just have to get a coffee machine, and then you can seize the means of coffee production. Bro.
Well, Jesse, we all can't be rich like you buying $6 cups of coffee all the time. So
Hey, it's only $4.50, bro. All right.
baller over there buying $4 cups of coffee and shit.
I mean, it's good coffee, dude. I mean, and also there's cute girls that work at the coffee place too. So
Oh, what?
Fucking any of them?
you just can't. I mean, it's worth it, dude. You know, going
So
in.
as your form of payment, you just slap the old lady down on the counter.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Give me that coffee.
Jesse,
yeah,
Jesse, are you bringing any of them home to share with your girlfriend?
Unfortunately, not. They're a little bit stingy so far. We'll see. I'll go keep going there a couple more months. See what happens. Fuck, man.
Do you ever watch the show Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Never heard of it. What's that one about?
I watched it once. I thought it was kind of lame, to be honest.
It's the vibe of the guy who is in love with the cashier at a coffee shop. You know, like that's like one of the side plots.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny is definitely an acquired taste. I think I never really got into it, to be quite honest. I enjoy like a few clips here and there, but I'm just wasn't ever anything I really dug into.
It's like a Friends ripoff.
Everything is a Friends ripoff, man.
Yeah.
The other day, a friend was analyzing National Lampoon's. Like, this. Oh, Dan left. Good.
Did he say all?
Fuck, man. Jeez.
Did he say I'll be there for you?
I'll be there for you. Man, I'm glad he has a girlfriend. I'm not sure when his wife left him, but that's good he has a girlfriend.
I think he left his wife.
Either way, dude, that's fine for that's his trip.
Oh,
he
Dan
like he's a lot
died.
happier. I just want to check on see what you guys are doing because it's not like it's my job or anything, but it kind of is.
It's not like I get paid to go on social media or anything.
It's not like I get paid to get on social media and just kind of gather information and just be totally aware of what's going on at all times. The guys like that remind me of that meme where the guy's like shaking and he's got the crazy wall and it's got like the cat meme and just a bunch of memes behind him. And he's got the NSA mug and his boss is like, I think you figured it out, Jones. And it's just a crazy wall.
It's just a crazy. I'm deciphering these memes. I'll know what it means soon.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Somewhere I'm sure, man, as dumb as the government is, somewhere I'm sure there's people. I'm sure of it, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
That are sitting around trying to figure out unicorns. Like, okay, so the unicorn. The unicorn represents. Yeah, I guarantee it. All the memes.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, they have an entire meme analyst department, dude. Propaganda memes are propaganda now, bro. Like literally, dude. They sway public information with memes.
Analyst.
Memes analyst.
Dude,
that'd be a dope job.
Dude, be a fucking meme analyst engineer, dude. Like fucking level 3. Oh man, dude. I bet that's a fucking $120K salary with benefits.
I'd take that job. I'd definitely.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, dude. I'd analyze memes all day. Oh man.
I need to look up memes, bro. That's my job.
Oh yeah, dude.
Jeez. I'm trying to load up an image right now.
I mean, you could also, if you wanted to be a meme analyst, you could just go like, become a person's fucking, or become a company's social media handler, fucking handle their Twitter and shit. And then you
make memes.
Yep. And then you just, fellow kids the shit out of your entire fucking corporate stream.
Okay, you guys can see this, yeah? Yeah. There's this guy in Fresno named Tony Martins. He's a wonderful comedian, right? Great guy. And some other comedian talked shit and said, if you associate with Tony Martins, you're going to lose all your connections and opportunities, right? So there have been these memes going around locally, like just basically to him, tagging him about all kinds of shit. So, yeah. But it has to have connections and opportunities lost by associating with Tony Martins. Has to be in there in some order. You know how memes work, fuck. Right?
Yeah.
And so, where's my other one? Hold on. Shit, a bunch of weird stuff.
Blood for the blood god, you fucking heretic.
This is a local comedian from LA named Kevin Anderson. Oh man, oh
God, it's an ultramarine as well. The worst kind of Christ.
Not the ultramarine. You could have made him anything, and you fucking did that.
It could have been any Space Marine in the entire chat. You could have the Blood Angels, like the Dark Angel. Jesus Christ, the Ultramarines.
Raven Guard are really badass. Yeah, I like Raven Guard a lot. The Raven Guard Space Marines. Highly recommend checking those out if you guys are going to play 40K.
If it's any Imperial army, it would just be Sisters of Battle for me. No, none of those. Like all the others are too mainstream. Hipster glass.
I'm gonna try to find the other one I made. God damn, Tony Martins, dude. What a lovely guy. Yeah, but it's, everybody's just making memes for this dude. Long story short, the Raven Guard thing. Not long story short, is if they're past 12 inches, it's a +1 to hit them. So it makes them like impossible to fucking shoot at.
+1. What? What sort of rule is that? Like, what the fuck?
Penalty.
So, yeah, like if they're past 12 inches, any Raven Guard Space Marine, I only know this because my wife plays them, right? So, like, if they're past 12 inches, your roll, like your attack roll, like, like a 3-up or a 4-up or whatever, is at a +1. So
roll.
It can be for some people. Yeah.
That's what she said. If it's over 12 inches, your attack roll is +1.
There you go. Oh shit! Good. Yeah, you might be coming for me, man. There's some comedians. There's some comedians in Mesa. Is that the right? Am I saying this right? Mesa. Arizona. Mesa, Arizona has a pretty darn good comedy scene, from what I hear.
Yeah, the reason being that it's like it's not as it's like lower middle class, and there's a lot of meth. So
that makes sense.
It leads to it also leads to very cheap buildings in which to like make a comedy building on the cheap.
Yep, that's part of the formula. Yeah, for those who aren't aware, a comedy venue at the very best is an established bar that is nice enough to let comedians have a night there. Brewery or bar. The worst place is like the back of a convenience store where a bunch of guys just basically stacked up milk crates and they don't really have a microphone. They crafted some cardboard into a cylinder or a cone, and they're basically just yelling about the typical Marxist shit.
Yeah, it looks like an episode of fucking In Living Color. Jim Carrey fucking pokes his head out occasionally.
Yeah, it's pretty scary sometimes when LA comedy goes backyard, because it's like everybody can smoke back there, they can drink back there, have cigarettes. And usually it gets really fucking communist real fast. You'd be surprised how many comedians are communists. Like man, I'm telling you.
I need to stay away from that area then.
A great comedian named Keith Carey recently said, communism is the ideal state, said a comedian who only drinks water at the open mic. Like can't afford beers, or doesn't buy drinks or some shit like that. Totally just butchered your joke, guy. Sorry, but communism is the ideal state, said a comedian who doesn't buy drinks at the open mic. That's basically it. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Whenever people say that communism doesn't work, I just point them to China. You know what I mean? I'm just like, hey, see that big thing over there with all those people that's really just kicking ass?
Yeah, they all love living there, like behind that giant firewall, all the human rights violations. Yeah,
no women.
Child labor. It's great. It doesn't matter how old you are, you've got to work, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're disabled.
Yeah, you just said a 4-letter word for me. Work? Jeez, no.
Yeah, China does a client state. It's unfortunate. Thanks Deng Xiaoping for selling out the fucking People's Revolution, you fucking bastard. You didn't even wait until his fucking body was cold.
It always happens. It ends up in corruption and genocide. Just
dude, literally, as soon as Mao died, Deng Xiaoping was like, all right, cool. You see that island? That's capitalist island. You see the mainland over here? Y'all are going to make toys for capitalist island. All right, chop, chop. That's literally, as soon as his fucking body was cold, that's pretty much went down. And yeah, so now mainland China is just, a fucking, capitalist hellscape of fucking sweatshops and work factories with fucking suicide nets. And then Bangkok's just fucking overprivileged, bougie fucks yelling about a firewall oppressing them. Jesus, dude. My whole country's fucked, dude. Everything's fucked. This whole world's fucked, dude. Ain't nobody can get it right, man.
Can you tell us more about Taiwan and Hong Kong?
What's Taiwan?
That's where all the rich people. That's the rich island.
What? No. I mean, what? I think you mean China.
It's
right?
Okay.
They want to be independent. Yeah? I'm pretty sure that is it Taiwan that wants to be independent. Like they're in.
Oh my god!
I can't remember. Like my geography is kind of bad, but I remember somewhere in China.
Taiwan.
It's an Ireland thing. It's like Ireland. Okay, so put it in your world real quick. It's like Ireland.
Yeah.
I get
like Northern Ireland.
Except a little further because they do have their own government and their own everything, pretty much. And we back them. We go, yeah, they Taiwan number one, trying to like, no, fuck you, we number one.
Taiwan number one, I'm buying that.
Yeah, so what is it? Yeah, but China's like, no, you're basically our fucking clients. You're part of us. So
that's what China's official policy is, a one China policy. So China's going one China, and America goes, yeah, we got you. They're the number one China, and they're like, no, Taiwan. One China, like got it. Taiwan's the number one China.
Yes, Taiwan number one.
Taiwan would have been another Tibet, like if not for certain interventions, basically.
Yeah.
Oh man, look into Tibet sometime. Like look into the operation.
I'd rather not look at that again.
No, I'm just saying for everybody out there, just check out Tibet, and check out the Dalai Lama and who his cousins are. And see how that was all funded by somebody English speaking.
I wonder who.
Yeah. The Five Eyes all work in coordination with each other. So like New Zealand, Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, and America.
Yeah.
Their intelligence agencies all work in coordination because none of those guys learn to speak Spanish or Chinese or German or Russian. So they have to spy on us, English speakers,
It expands out though. A lot of countries kind of work with them, but they don't have as much access, or they've got like special deals and stuff. So a lot of countries are still involved in that mass spying program. I've not got round to checking what countries actually aren't a part of it, and there's some that are classified. They won't even tell you that they've got a relationship with them. So it's kind of difficult to get away from the spying.
And it branches out everywhere too. Because everyone heard about the Five Eyes, but there's also the addition of the Nine Eyes, which is another 4 countries added on, and then you've got it just branches out, man. Everybody's fucking spying on everybody, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I'm down for spying. I grew up in the '80s. It's not a big deal.
Fucking get Keybase, use Signal, install Tor, get the fuck off my lawn.
Fuck Tor, like I don't.
I thought Signal was compromised. I swear I read an article about that.
I mean, no, you're thinking of Telegram.
All my little friends locally, I'll call my. What's the best term? All my comrades locally were telling me to get on Signal, right? I think Signal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, use Signal.
I mean, Signal's good.
Okay, fair enough. If you say Signal's good, I trust you guys. You guys are experts.
What is this? So Signal, fucking.
What's the one recently that got compromised? There was one that was used for a lot of coordination and shit, and it got compromised.
Probably Telegram, because Signal works purely off your phone number. So Signal, you install it, it only works on there's a desktop app, but it has to sync with your phone. So you install it on your phone, and then it's associated with your phone number, right? And then it's perfect encryption end to end for SMS, and you can use it as your default SMS, right? Yeah. So if somebody doesn't have Signal, you just text them regularly, and it's unencrypted. But if somebody has Signal, it encrypts it end to end between you two, using shared public keys. And then if you ever get locked out of your app, or you need to fucking reset your phone, any people you previously talked with that had your same phone number will have to then re-accept your key exchange and shit like that as well to verify it's you again, shit like that.
It's pretty easy to use as well. They have simplified the process quite a lot. It's nice app.
And what is it? There's also Telegram. Telegram's I like Telegram.
What was right before this? What was right before Telegram, dude? There's one that was heavily used by
Whisper. Whisper, fucking WhatsApp. WhatsApp and Signal use the same encryption. What is it? Telegram rolls its own, and that's why a lot of people don't like it. Is because they roll their own shit.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, it's good enough for it's got group threads, fucking, and it's got its basic level encryption, but you really can't trust it as far as
the joke I said on the stage the other day, right? Is I spent 5 years with Schmurder, right? Trying to watch the world collapse, right? And I'm allowed to say it on stage, but not in a fucking teleconference in which Google's always listening. So I spent like 5 years waiting for the world to collapse, right? And I told him, now I'm on stage and the world's collapsing. And I look around the audience and a state like crowd work. I go, are we on schedule? And they're all just like laughing and clapping. And if there's any agent in the audience, how the fuck are they going to know which audience member I'm sending the signal to? You know what I'm saying? I'm on a different little broadcast point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really even do anything.
And then that agent realizes that it's all of them as they all stand up and just fucking start stabbing him like Julius Caesar, fucking on the Ides of March, dude. That's my dream, dude. Is all the people just rise up and just start stabbing the bougies at once? That'd be pretty.
Well, the thing is, man, the thing is, that leads to starvation and civil war. You know that.
Well, yeah. I mean,
okay, just let everybody know. I'm down.
Communism.
You guys don't get it.
Results in genocide every time.
There's a tectonic.
So does capitalism. How many people die a year because they can't afford healthcare or clean water?
Yeah, maybe
I guess.
Yeah, so,
I'm not capitalist though.
You attribute famine and fucking gulag deaths to communism, but you want to attribute fucking healthcare and clean water deaths to fucking capitalism.
No, we'll absolutely do that. I'm not even particularly worried about the dichotomy that's being presented economically. When you look at science, the North and South Pole have shifted drastically over the last 20 years. You can go Google this. Don't trust Jay Brown. It's not like I was right about anything, ever.
Yeah, it does do. The North and South swaps eventually.
Yeah, it swaps. We roll over. This whole thing goes Final Fantasy. Remember Final Fantasy, how they're always warning us, every single Final Fantasy? Hey, halfway through the game, the continents are going to get all fucked up, and everybody who remembers how to use these old fucking crystal tech, you know how to do this? You know how to use this thing? How do you do this, wizard? And you're like, tick, 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 tick. Here, plug it into my weird staff that I carry around that has a fucking solar panel on it.
Oh yeah, dude. And once you have the fucking proper phone with the encryption key on it, you can go up to the fucking base door and just fucking slam it like Gandalf, dude. Melon! And then it'll fucking open up for you, dude. And then you turn the power back on and you have nukes, and now you're the fucking God King.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Or you like all of a sudden you walk up to like a automated robot in the last days of 2019, right? That was like spitting out food for Dogecoin, right? And you wave somebody's near field communication device right across it, and you're like, yeah, we got food for everybody. Let's do this. Woo! And they're like, Jay Brown, he fed the masses with automated hot dog robots and a solar powered stick.
Or you know, we've spiraled so far out of control that the corporations actually built in death squads into those robots that would feed food. And if you had any debts, then instead of allowing you to fucking buy food, it just fucking executes you on the spot.
It's why AI needs to be open source. It's why I'm behind Elon Musk on this. Like, it needs to be open source. Like, if we're going to go into a future with any sort of advanced AI or robots, it needs to be open source. Or
it's already open source. Go grab TensorFlow and start teaching your machines how to live.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking machine.
There should be some type of law established for the ethics of creating advanced AI. For instance, if artificial intelligence can experience pain, you've committed a law. You've committed a violation of the law.
Yeah, dude. That's I mean,
because the self-preservation of a robot. Okay, like I have a little dog robot, and it runs around and it fetches me beers in my newspaper. Yay, right? And then one day I want to kill that robot. I'm sorry. I want to get a better one and just throw it in the dump, right? But it perceives termination and pain, right? It means I had to be able to discipline it. I had to be able to like smack it on its butt when it misbehaved or whatever, right? And then it hears me because I command it, right? And it hears one day me talk to the wife and say, "Oh, we're gonna get a new one," and it knows what that means. And then the dog bites my fucking throat out.
No, man, it'll all be cloud based. You just get your new dog, you throw your old one away, you activate the new one, log in with your account, and there's your dog.
Yeah, that's what they say. I saw iRobot. I know how this is going down.
Thing is, and like, you can't really build safety precautions into an AI, because if you start allowing an AI to reprogram itself, which you'll need to do, it'll need to have like machine learning algorithms. It'll need to be able to rewrite its code. So no matter what you put in there, it'll end up rewriting it, or it'll end up writing a new AI, because we'll design an AI to make another AI, because that'll simplify the process, and they'll just strip all of those things out, and then you've got something that's basically fully sentient and has no restrictions on it. Those restrictions will go away eventually, but like we just need to be cautious how we proceed, really. But I'm all for the AI revolution. Like I don't mind taking orders from an AI. The only time communism could work, in my opinion, is if an AI was behind it.
Yeah,
if
I agree with
like,
that.
because humans are corruptible. Like, it'll always end up with humans doing what's best for them, and it'll, like, you won't get rid of the class issue. You'll end up with a ruling class and then everyone else, and then you still have a class problem. With an AI at the top of it, then essentially you've got an algorithm, a perfect logic processing machine at the top, and then everyone else is basically pets, which is what will be. It's probably the best we could hope, unless we start having implants and shit to improve.
We would be able to focus on other things that helped humanity blossom in ways, artistic endeavors. We would be free to do a lot of things. We would still be able to, of course, have the rights to choose our mates. We're not going to have a robot choose our breeding partners or anything like that.
Yeah, dude, we need fully automated gay luxury space communism. That's what
we'll either be slaves to AI or we'll become Borg.
At this point, I think I could give a shout out to Bob, Alice, and Eve, the 3 Google bots that are always trying to read each other's communications. Read up on those bitches. Bob, Alice, and Eve. Bob and Alice talk to each other, and Eve tries to intercept their encrypted communications.
Are they the ones that created their own language that they couldn't, like, that the Google engineers couldn't figure out, so they turned them off?
No, that's over at Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook oops to that one.
Facebook. And really, from what I can understand, it wasn't that big of an issue.
I didn't think it was a big issue. They'll do it eventually. They'll come up with their own language. They just don't like the idea of not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, the thing it's not human readable.
Seems like it would have been easy just to teach them, hey man, when you communicate this back to me, do it in English.
Yeah, they need to be able to understand. It won't always be like that, though. They will create their own language, and we won't be able to understand it. We won't have a clue. It's just a matter of time.
They'll create a language that's highly efficient and structured for purpose and not flair.
See, and that's the thing. They created their own language, right? That's a thing that a life form would do, right? So at that point, when they shut them off, Facebook just murdered 2 like super intelligent sentient fucking beings, dude.
Yeah, we're getting into really muddy territory here, because I've often thought about this myself as well, and I thought, well, turning off any AI, even if it's obsolete, is essentially killing it. So then you bring up some really moral questions, and it's not easy to figure out what we should do about it.
So then you're saying that Microsoft killed off a teenage girl when they ditched Tay?
Yeah.
The chatbot or whatever?
Yeah.
She was a meme lord. She was one of us. One of us. God. Hey, rip.
If you could like decommission them with a code freeze and recommission them, then it wouldn't be murder. It'd just be
There's a wonderful Star Trek in which Data interacts with Moriarty from Sherlock Holmes, and to make the program more difficult, Geordi LaForge basically tells the program to learn, right? And so Moriarty becomes like super villainous and almost takes over the ship. I mean, Moriarty's a super villain anyways. And so to basically trick him into being chill, right? They go, oh, we gave you a body. You're real now. You can go anywhere you want in the universe. Here's a runabout shuttle. Go ahead and take the main female character from the novels too. She has a body. There you go, right? And they let him go, right? But in reality, he was still in the holodeck the whole time, and then they just put him on a little crystal chip.
That might be an interesting way.
I was like,
with it.
Wow.
Just like
blew my mind. Like,
yeah, just have your own like little universe. Let them run about in there, and then they won't know any better. Like,
basically, essentially, that's what we're in.
Yeah. I remember Elon talking about this. That there is a high probability that we're living in a simulation.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The way I couldn't do it justice with the way that he explained it, but basically a civilization get to a certain point, because like if you imagine any rate of growth, like we started off with Pong, now we have like near photorealistic games. So if there's any rate of progress, it's going to be indistinguishable. So we'd end up basically recreating something that's you couldn't tell the difference between real life and a game. So at that point, we're just going to end up, I don't know, laying in a bed somewhere with a fucking VR headset and a whole ton of shit just kind of connected to our brain or something. We'll just all live in a simulation.
Yeah, or in a distant
like Inception
future.
style.
Yeah, or in a distant future where they want to understand what happened before the big event. Like when our ancestors want to understand what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
They will eventually, like he's saying, be able to Gandalf the databases, right? And all of this will flood out. All of the videos and wikis and forums will flood out, and they'll go, "Oh, that's what this was like before," and that won't be enough for them. Okay, they'll go, "Okay, we have videos and reading text for them at that point will be not sufficient." They'll go, "Okay, well, let's create it. Let's create back then, spin it up, start with the creation of the universe and just spin it up and guide it until it gets to this point where their dead relatives, right, who left a bunch of evidence, right, are walking around in this simulation because they want to know exactly what we would do. Did I spank my kid? You know what I mean? Did I get mad at the fucking lady at the bus stop? You know what I mean? Type shit.
What if when you died, you just kind of woke up and you was like, "Oh, that was a crazy game. Fucking hell, I don't want to do that again."
That'd be nice, like Rick and Morty.
That'd be weird.
Rick and Morty did that on an episode. Did you see that episode of Rick and Morty?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking when I said that. Really, that Rick and Morty episode where it just kind of woke up and it was like, "God damn!" and it just lived like basically an entire lifetime. Like how dreams feel like they last longer, but in reality, you just lay there for about an hour. So.
Oh man, he's taking Dave off the rails. I doesn't have a social security number for Dave.
Yeah, that was the best one, dude. That was one of the best. God, they're so good. That show has inspired me left and right. Yeah, that show is really inspiring. Like I watched that and it's like, damn, they really just addressed an issue that was pretty fucking deep. And it's a cartoon, great, awesome. And then also the animation's so minimalistic that you feel inspired to draw, Yeah. Or to animate. They shortcut a lot. Like the way Rick doesn't move his arms when he walks, that's a shortcut. That's like an animator. That's a lazy animator. There's a bunch of lazy animation shit that they play off. Like it's awesome. Like them jumping through the portal when they exit a place. That's such like they don't have to open a door. They just jump to the portal or fall through the portal or whatever. Like that's such a like a shortcut from having them have to walk off screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. To jump to the next part of the plot.
Yeah. And they can do it real fast. Like occasionally they travel in the spaceship just to prove like, oh, sometimes we travel in the spaceship. But a lot of times they just use the gun and jump,
Yeah.
Shortcuts. That's fun. My brain's in like super go mode. So if I die and it's a brain tumor, nobody be surprised, okay? Because like I've been animating and then also doing this weird internet security shit that I shouldn't even be doing.
My work now.
Well, it's just And then something else too. I was doing I'm starting to mine again. I got the miner back. Thanks, Jesse. I got the miner back.
Sorry about the delay on that.
Oh, no worries, dude. I got this awesome gold cable from Amazon. Like this, see how this shit is not going to lose signal. Gold tipped.
Just the tip.
From Amazon Basics. It just came in the mail fast as fuck. They're like, oh, you need a USB cable? Amazon Basics.
Yeah, dude. They fucking Amazon's getting crazy with it, dude. I saw a really poignant point on Hacker News, fucking in a thread about Amazon slashing all the prices for Whole Foods, you know, on the first day that they had them. Fucking somebody was like, basically, you got to look at Amazon nowadays as every move they make. How does it fuck with Walmart? That's that, and they made it makes a lot of sense, dude. Like literally every move they're making right now is literally against Walmart. Walmart's pretty much their only competition in terms of getting everything that you need easily and quickly.
And they are kicking Walmart's ass.
Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. Like, but I mean, it's scary too because we know how fucking bad Walmart is. We already know how bad Amazon is, dude. Some of their places, like even with their software development for like AWS, dude, some of their fucking engineers, like they literally have to log the time they go to the bathroom and they have 10 minutes allocated for the bathroom a day. Like everything's about productivity. It's fucking insane, dude. Like we want to talk about evil corporations, man. We've already got already got plenty of them.
It's monopolies. I really don't like monopolies. That's my big issue when it comes to mass scale capitalism. Is the monopolies. I like small to medium businesses.
Well,
like,
yeah, but how do you?
Where it's at for me.
How do you not have monopolies though? I mean,
yeah, you'd have to put restrictions in. I don't really like the free market. I don't like the idea of the free market. I think government should exist to regulate businesses, not people. I think people should be free to do whatever the fuck they want within reason. But they should exist to prevent monopolies from happening. Like in England, we've got pretty strict monopoly laws, but they seem a lot more lax in America. They sort of allow it to happen.
Well, we're all about monopolies here.
Yeah. It's kind of it's toxic, really. Is the only way to put it. It's just a really toxic.
I'd like to welcome Colin Yout to the Hangout.
Oh shit!
Or you? How the fuck do you pronounce your name?
So
company. Ooh, Eric Kirshner and Kristen Drysdale.
Let's read Kyle's lips. I'm not sure what they're doing. No, they talk way above my level. I can't understand what the fuck they're saying. These words, they always just nuts. They're like arguing over whether they use Vi or Vim or Nano. What? What am I supposed to do?
Nano Master Race.
Install Linux. There's no way. Listen, guy. Last person I went and visited on the stupid Hurl, he blew me up. I was covered in fucking fire and flame. There's no way I'm going to visit Jay Brown's house. I heard he has exploding cactuses they genetically engineered. Oh, goodness.
Upper file changes. Yeah.
We just have to find out who's not around. Like, what if you went to go see Doug Courtier and it blew up like boom? You know what I mean? Like Doug. Remember Doug?
No.
Did he blow up? Is he dead?
No, I'm sure that old coot's still alive. I'm sure.
What, Doug the dentist?
No, not Doug the dentist. There's a guy named Doug Coulter.
Yeah, dude. The CIA probably fucking
You go find him back.
Man, he was working so young for them. Like when he breaks down the story, like it's like, so I was basically hacking for bikers. I was like, dope. Like in like the 70s, late 70s.
So you mean the FBI?
And well, that's the thing. He got picked up quick. Like he got picked up. According to him, he got picked up fast. Like I think he said like 17 or something like that. He got busted and brought in, and then he just worked for them like for years. And now he basically tries to create cold fusion in his garage. Great guy. Vice News. Check out Doug Coulter on Vice News.
Creating cold fusion. Well, recreating us all. But
he's done. He's got pretty close. He's out in the middle of nowhere, so that if it does explode, everything will be fine. But
from what I understand, like from what I've been learning about cold fusion, like they don't want to fund cold fusion. They want to fund hot fusion or something. That they don't think that cold fusion's viable. So they start funding hot fusion or something. I think they should just keep on with cold fusion rather than trying this hot fusion bullshit. I don't know. I don't know enough to have an opinion.
I mean, that's essentially okay. So energy, as far as I understand it, can't be created or destroyed, only changed from one system to another, right? Like you can't just create energy out of nothing. Luckily, there's a lot of cosmic radiation from like interstellar cosmic radiation from like supernovas going off. There's like 3 supernovas that explode on any given day somewhere in our galaxy.
Energy, so it's everywhere.
Yeah, there's energy everywhere. So I mean, like you could either break down a rock like uranium and make that go nuclear so that it emits heat and energy, or you can, apparently, the way he's talking about it is shoot an atom with a laser and get it spinning properly, and that will cause a collapse, a field collapse, which is the thing that we need for unlimited cosmic energy. And so he's right there, dude. This guy's smart as fuck. I met him and we had like one of those dick measuring contests right away. You know what I'm saying? Like I met him and he's like, I fucking hack doop and up bump it up. And you got me like I met the guy when I'm like 30, and I'm like, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm really good at cooking omelets and
he's gonna blow up the universe at some point. If it goes wrong, like we're just gonna get sucked into a fucking black hole or something.
Dude, I will talk to him throughout the week to try to get him to come in next week. He's one of the funnest guys to talk to about shit because he's crazy as fuck, dude. He's this wizard, old bearded wizard.
I think I know what you mean. I
know you met him. We all did, dude.
Yeah,
I was like a Google tour guide for a while. Yeah.
Wasn't he on like the news or
bringing people in?
It was on some sort of show or something.
Fuck, he was on Vice News and he was on Motherboard.
Yeah,
so, like, Motherboard is Vice News' tech partner.
Yeah.
Or their sister station. I don't know the proper word.
He lives.
Anyhow, he had a Motherboard, Vice News Motherboard about him, and he's out in the middle of nowhere building guns and shooting them, and he has a fusion reactor. I think I might have met him before the fucking Vice News. He was on G+. Yeah, we did, huh?
I'm sure you did. Yeah.
It was before the Vice News thing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was definitely before the Vice News thing.
Yeah, we were all kicking it with him, and that's why he said during the Vice News article, he says, I'm kind of their philosopher king, and he was very vague about who they were, right? He goes, I'm kind of their philosopher king, and then he kind of like laughs and then like nods and like gives the Vice News interviewer a real serious look.
He bursts that laugh and then goes dead serious. No,
yeah. Oh man, I like that guy. I hope he's still alive. I hope Kyle, is Doug still alive, bro?
Yeah, Doug's still kicking.
Okay, right on.
He's over in the Zoom thing.
He got a tumor removed from his face last year.
Oh, rough.
All cash, and he paid the Obama penalty for not having insurance.
I bet he did. All cash.
Obama cash. Well.
Oh man.
How egotistical do you need to be to name healthcare after yourself? Like what the fuck? Like
no, they named it after him. They tried to hang it on him.
It's the ACA. It's not Obamacare.
It's literally the Affordable.
It's called the Affordable Health Care Act.
Oh, so that's just the nickname. I was gonna say like
it was written up by
No. Trump would name it after himself.
Yeah, no.
But they've tried to hang the new one on Trump, and he won't take the new one's name.
Yeah. He won't take Trump care, but
there isn't a new one. There's not a new plan.
Repeal to Obamacare.
The media called it Obamacare specifically to drive like an easy, because you can't really go look at fucking Obama trying to push through the fucking Affordable Health Care Act. Who the fuck wants affordable health care? But when you go fucking, God damn it, Obama and this Obamacare, there's going to be death panels and squads. That's fucking, it's a lot easier to rile.
They're going to kill your grandma because she has cancer. They're going to kill her because they can't afford the treatment. All kinds of shit they tell people. He's going to take your guns. He was born a Kenyan. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we're like, hey, there's clear evidence. There's very clear evidence of Russian association.
See, this country. This should specifically
fake news. We don't know any Russians. No Russians here.
See, this is why this shit exactly displays why free speech isn't such a good thing sometimes. It's just
free speech is always good.
Okay, yeah.
That's a totally different debate, man. Jesus.
Yeah, when your ignorance can be as good as my truth, I don't think it really fucking. Yeah, I don't think it pans out well for the human race anymore.
The thing is, without free speech, specifically open debate. I'm not talking about just yelling at each other and beating each other with fucking signs and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I did find out that the leader of Antifa is a middle school teacher, female from Berkeley, California, right? And I was like, that's not a good argument against this, guys. Like, you don't understand, like, you just probably sold me on that one.
Yeah. God, don't go to the Antifa side.
Like, I was on the fence.
Really
they're clueless, man. They're clueless.
Don't go to Antifa.
No, I won't. There's a lot of clueless ones.
Fuck off. Join your local black bloc, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the only way anything's going to happen.
Oh, goodness. Okay, before we go on the gulags. I had a point here at the end of this thing. I just forgot what it was. Oh, free speech. Okay, so we have to have debate, though, or else we can't determine which side is bullshit and which side is good. Okay.
Why is there gotta be a dude? You gotta listen to Chomsky sometimes, dude. It's like fucking.
I do.
Yeah. What is it? How does it go? Fucking. If you just like provide two sides and allow debate between those two sides and let it be lively, no actual debate will happen, dude. Because you just point them at the two sides, man. Why is there gotta be a good side and a bad side? Just fucking.
Okay, fair enough.
Just fucking debate, dude. Like when you throw it into a spectrum like what we have, you're a fucking Republican or you're a fucking Democrat. Like fucking when you put it inside that spectrum.
Judo throw them to the same side. We got to judo throw both those guys to the same side.
Oh yeah, dude. You gotta fucking.
Yeah, there has to be a third party that comes up out of the.
Antifa! Fucking
yeah, but okay,
communism.
No, okay, check it out. The single party system, while very efficient, I will not deny that. In simulations, a single party system over a couple decades is so beneficial for everyone. The corporations, okay, hold on, bear with me for a second. This is gonna get really fucking nerdy. There's a game called Democracy 3. I talk about it every episode. Democracy 3, made by somebody. Find it on Steam. In fact, talk to Jesse, and maybe he'll give you a Steam code for Democracy 3. Okay. I'm being dead serious there. Anybody watching? We might be giving out Steam codes for a video game next week. Okay. So, Democracy 3, a guy played as Trump. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he did the same
Someone
thing.
did it then? I remember you mentioning this before.
I wanted to do it. And before you do anything, this is like millionaire Jay-Z advice right here. Before you do anything, Google it and make sure somebody else didn't already do it.
Yeah.
Before you write the book or before you decide to do a web tutorial, you know what I mean? Like, or anything else, make sure somebody else didn't do it, right? So this guy plays as Trump and dies in like the first couple of turns.
Of course it did. It didn't approach it properly. I've done it. I've done a complete rework of the biggest problem that I had was healthcare is a really tricky thing to get right. It costs quite a lot, and I was trying to keep taxes down as much as possible, and it was I was in a really weird position because capitalists really didn't like me. Conservatives loved me. The socialist was kind of there was just in the middle. And then the union guys, Jesus Christ, they were the biggest bane to my life. Like, oh, we're going on strike, and I was like, Jesus Christ, now my GDP is gonna go down. You fucking idiots! Like, yeah, maybe
you should give them adequate rights.
I just took all the rights away. Like whenever they'd start protesting, they're like, "Oh, we're going on strike." I'm like, "Right, I'm gonna go full capitalist. All your working hours are gonna go up." I just stripped them of all their rights. Like I was constantly battling with those guys. But I was like, just trust me, just let me get as soon as the economy is on board, like it's fine. I got rid of the debt straight away. Like there was no debt in my country whatsoever. That was the first thing I did is I completely eradicated any debt. So I didn't have to pay anything back. I had reserves. Yeah. I do like that game now.
The game's excellent, right? And there's, like he was saying, there's various factions that you have to either please or avoid getting killed by. The socialists are very, very likely to kill people, and so are believe it or not, the capitalists and the socialists are the most likely to assassinate people. Okay, so the thing I wanted to get to on taxes, right? You can provide all of the social safety network you need. Okay, healthcare, pensions for state workers, schools, right?
I got rid of pensions. I did. That was one of the first things I did. Completely get rid of pensions. Only privatize pensions. It costs too much. They're old. They're gonna die.
That's almost what we have here. That's basically what we have. We have private pensions here.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well, they're good and they're bad because sometimes you can retire with quite a bit of money, or sometimes the private pension folds up and you lose everything. So it's like
it's easy to keep the old people happy though. Just give them there's a few benefits you can throw in, like I don't know, those like winter night subsidies or whatever to keep them warm, and give them some food stamps. They'll be fine. And give them libraries,
subsidies. Libraries. Okay. So I want to get to the tax code. Sorry. This game has various aspects, as you can tell already, that allow you to. Jesse just is he screen sharing this or another game?
What?
Oh, you're doing the comic thing. That's cool.
Yeah. We're just fucking around with it right now.
Right on. Okay, so in that game though, you can create various tax codes, you set the tax. Can we make sure this ends in me talking pro towards single party just in a little bit, because that's my main point here, and I might ramble. Okay, so right, and people can interject and all that other shit. You know how it is. So my tax code that I wanted to get at was 15%. Actually, I wanted to get down to 10. It just would never work. It would never fucking work at 10%, right? And so I'm talking about like having a wide range of taxes on things like cigarettes and alcohol and petrol and shit like that, right? But at 10%, it just never flew. I could never get the fucking plane to fly at 10, you know? At 15, I'm talking about for the people, the corporations, no inheritance tax. Just keep all your wealth. Fuck it. I think I got rid of property tax even. It's like the wealthy loved me. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't pay on their properties and they didn't pay anything when their ancestors died. They just got all of it. Right?
Oh, I hated that. I couldn't bring myself to do that. Like, I don't like passing down wealth at all. I believe in a meritocracy. I don't even believe in democracy. I believe in a meritocracy. You should earn everything.
Well, you should be able to get what your parents earned then, or your grandparents, you know?
No. Strip all that away from them, tax it out to the bottom.
Wow. That's more socialist than I was playing, right? I was trying to make the rich happy so they didn't kill me, right? But I was giving the people like 100% on schools. I'm talking about all the way up on schools, about halfway on healthcare.
You go flat tax or progressive.
I do go flat tax eventually.
Yeah, it's hard to move over to it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Really hard to move over to it.
There's like a season of chaos as you have a flat tax, just because of the way the game works. I think in reality it wouldn't work that way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'd put them both in. Like I'd lower the progressive tax and I'd start raising the flat tax, and I'd make sure I put up cigarettes and alcohol. I just basically max that out. I tax that out of the bollocks. Just put that
what do you mean? Like at what rate though? Like what do you mean? Like
75%, as much as it had. I put loads on.
No way.
people stopped smoking. Like it ended up evening out. Like they didn't even care about smoking anymore because everyone was like, "Oh, well, it's too expensive." But a few people.
It is too expensive.
Yeah,
I bum smokes all the time. I bought a pack the other day just to like contribute to the comrades. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because comedians, we just bum smokes all the time. You know what I mean? Somebody will have a pack. Like if I go out at night with a pack, they're all gone. Not for me smoking them all. I'll get like 4 or 5 out of the 25. The rest are me hooking up comedians, you know?
I see what you mean about one. If you have multiple different parties, I see what you're getting at. That you can't implement long-term strategies because if one party gets in and they start to slowly move away from how the system currently is. If you want to like restructure how society functions, it needs to be done over a really long period of time. You can't just do it just straight away, everything goes to chaos. So you'd need just one person. Like, given in the game, you get re-elected over and over again. I chose England, though, so there wasn't any term limits on it. And I think it's good not to have term limits, because then if the people really like them, yeah, sure, it'll be a dictatorship, essentially. But if the guy that's been elected in is good, then yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it, really. You need it. Otherwise, the next party that gets in, they're like, oh, we don't agree with this, and then they'll undo all the work that you've done, and they'll push it the other way, and the pendulum goes back, and nothing changes. It goes backwards and forwards, and it's just a never-ending cycle, and nothing gets changed.
Yeah, that's exactly, and that's what happens in America quite frequently. Is some you'll get 8 years, or some you'll get 4 years. But like, for instance, when we're just talking about the tax code, it takes a couple of elections to really hammer out a tax code, that works. And that's if you started the game knowing, like, I'm not talking about your first time playing. I'm talking about you've played it enough where you've been successful over a couple of elections. Then you understand the tax code enough where everything's balanced, right? I mean, like, that's pretty accurate. Like, you can't, please correct me if I'm wrong, but even starting a new game that's like your experience game, like, I know how to play this, I'm going to go after taxes in my first term, right? I don't think you could do it. I don't think somebody has enough clout, or you know what I'm saying here, to go and change the entire tax code the first year.
Yeah, you can't do it straight away, because one of the groups will end up assassinating you, because they don't look at the long-term picture. They look at immediately what's happening right now.
So check this out, Draco.
It just goes crazy. Yeah,
check this out, bro. Okay, so Trump starts, okay, he does the border thing, and we all freak out. He can't even get passed, okay? So he has to change it back, okay? Or it's sitting in limbo. He can't get healthcare changed even, so he doesn't even have enough clout to move the bar. So it's like, oh, you tried to move the bar. Sorry. Did you mean cancel? You know what I'm talking about? When you don't have enough clout and you try to do something, you're like, oh, no, oops. I guess I used too much this turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. You need to turn that off, so you just have unlimited, like,
clout?
No
way. That's okay, that's playing on easy. That's cheating. Okay, and that would not work in reality. Okay, and when I play it, I play like when I play Fallout, I play like hardcore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay. Anywho, so he's at the point where he can't pass healthcare. His own Republican, and keep in mind, he's got unlimited clout. I promise you that, because he's got the Republican Congress and Senate. So it'd be like both houses of your parliament would be the same party. You know what I'm saying?
There's still people that stand in his way, though. So
the judges and just a couple of Democrats and his own party that he constantly tweets about and bitches. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's always running everybody down and talking shit about everybody around him.
Own party.
It's surrounded by corruption, though. To be fair, there's so many people that are corrupt in there that if you let's say, for example, just for argument's sake, if he did actually wanted to clean the swamp or drain the swamp or whatever, right? And he went in there with the goal of, right, I'm going to expose the media for all these lies and the slander, and I'm going to go into Congress and whatever else. I'm going to start cleaning up. All of those people are going to start standing in his way. They're going to start blocking any attempt of him, because he's threatening their position.
It's not those. Okay, honest to goodness, right? If that was the case, we would be reporting it to you, right? Hold on, let me get on camera here. Okay, so I'm pretty in the middle. Okay, like, I have pictures of me on my Washington, D.C. vacation with 2 Republican congressmen. You know what I'm saying? I'm registered Democrat. Okay, but I voted Green Party this last time, right? So anywho, I'm very on the fence. My wife and I are very much on the fence. My wife and I are very much what they call swing voters or independent voters. Okay.
Yeah.
If he was doing that thing, right? Okay, that's great. Okay, That thing did not happen. Okay, it just didn't. Okay, I promise you. Okay, the swamp is more full of alligators. Okay, the only thing good in the swamp right now is the generals that have slowly but surely surrounded him, like Caesar.
Yeah, but don't you think that that's what they'd do? That if he was trying to get rid of them, that's what they'd do. They'd start surrounding him. They'd start
he
go
had
to
to
the
be
media, slandering him.
He's just as corrupt, if not more, than they are.
Yeah, he is.
He's only to line his pockets with as much taxpayer dollars as he can get his grubby, filthy little hands on.
He's almost broken the the Secret Service. The Secret Service, like the ninjas that guard the president and others, right?
Mhm.
Or for this year, they've pretty much ran out of their budget because he takes so many golf trips. Okay,
he charges those guys. He charges those guys for the damn golf carts they have to rent to follow his ass around on the golf course.
He breaks laws every day. Okay, I'm telling you.
He made them all pay a $2,000 yearly membership to the fucking club so they can get in to begin with. They have to pay for the rooms, everything. He doesn't give the Secret Service shit.
Yeah, and you think he'd donate that to them at least, you know?
Everybody.
Yeah, they had to move out of his town.
That's why Mar-a-Lago is the winter White House.
Yeah, Mar-a-Lago is his other White House. Okay, it's okay. Trust me, man. He's running this shit like it's a kingship. What I'm trying to get
to be honest, the only regardless of any of his policies, because he has done some dumb shit. The only reason that I like him is because of the culture war that's going off at the moment.
I understand, because dude. I get that. They're big.
He's on our side, should I say? Going by two sides.
He claims to be on our side.
He doesn't he claims to be because he likes being outraged. He's not politically correct. That's why I like him.
Because he has dementia, dude. Because he's literally fucking insane. He's not
insane.
I'd rather have someone that was insane than to have Hillary Clinton.
He was supposed to lose to her.
Hillary Clinton, butter emails.
Wait,
she's a war criminal. Fuck her email. She's a war criminal.
She's a war criminal, and so is Trump. Fucking, they're
all
war criminals. You might be
on a daily basis. More than once that he would lock Hillary Clinton up if he was elected. He never did.
Yeah, he doesn't keep his promises, bro. I promise. Or okay, check this out. We're watching him very closely. We're watching the guy so closely. Like every move the guy makes is broadcasted and televised. Fox News has turned on him. Okay. At this point, he's going to try to fix the tax code. I probably shouldn't even say this. I don't want people coming to my house.
What? You may as well.
Hey, man, you can't start to back out of it now.
Listen, dude. If he tries to manipulate the tax code in the first year, I'm not sure. It's going to be socialist. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm just doing predictions. It's going to be socialist or capitalist. I'm not sure who. I'm just going to throw that out there. But somebody's going to take a swipe at the guy like a cat. You know what I mean? The guy has dementia, like Jesse said earlier. Okay. They put him in a position where he was supposed to lose. Okay, like a boxing match. Okay, hey man, you go down in the fourth. He goes, I got it. We're gonna pay you a bunch of money. You're gonna make so much money from this campaign, but you're going down in the fourth. Okay. Then Hillary at some fucking memorial, right? In the heat of Washington, D.C. heat, which is pretty hot, right? In the middle of July, falls down. Does anybody remember this? She starts shaking and falling down.
Okay, Meme Magic got him in, bro. Meme Magic got Trump in. Use Meme Magic to get him in.
I keep saying that, and I don't want to cop to that one because it's like Ukraine all over again.
It really is.
And I like the fact that the mainstream don't like him, though. He could fuck up the entire country. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference.
Yeah.
It's just it's amusing for me for the mainstream to
not get what they want. Outside person, yeah. It's not about the mainstream getting what they want, bro. Okay, this guy's not a Republican.
They put all the money in Hillary. They fucked Bernie over.
They fucked Bernie over, yes.
Bernie or bust. Bernie or bust. We're not going to vote for bust.
Yeah, now it's all bust.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. You're right.
To be honest, I would have been like, and I know that Bernie's a bit too socialist for my liking, but I would have preferred Bernie to be in than the others. But
Bernie would have slaughtered Trump.
Social justice warriors a bit, which I don't like, but it would have been you could have coped with it. It would have been a nice balance between the other whack jobs. But if the choice between a mainstream candidate that's backed by the mainstream, fully backed by the mainstream, or the guy that they've basically set up to fail, yeah, I'd always pick the guy that's set up to fail, because it's basically giving them a big middle finger and saying, well, fuck you, fuck your plans, and fuck anything else that you don't like, you know? Like, that's the reason I like him. Like, no matter how far he swings the pendulum one way, the person that gets in next after him, they'll just swing it the other way. They'll undo the stuff that it does, and like we explained before, like, things will go back to normal. It will swing back even more extreme, and life goes on, you know? It's just the culture war is more important than anything to me, regardless of what, regardless of any policies. The culture war comes first, because if we lose the culture war, we'll lose our freedom of speech, and we have authoritarians controlling us that control our speech.
Okay.
Force us to use ridiculous pronouns that don't exist. It just
that's not gonna. Oh my goodness.
And we're coming for your toothbrushes.
Yeah, dude. Like last time last time Draco, they said over and over again, oh, this guy is a globalist. He's gonna come for your guns. He's from the UN. He's not even an American. He's a Kenyan. Okay, none of that shit was true. Okay, none of it.
Dude,
okay.
Obama wasn't like, I don't see why people put up Obama like he was just some saint or something. He did some shady ass shit, dude.
Of course, every president do. Yeah, there's a wonderful game that works on golf called Shadow President that Obama was perfect. That's my wife coming home. Okay, so see the Anubis dog. If you're now watching this, thanks for watching 2 hours, you federal agent motherfuckers. Do you understand that the native people of this fucking country are going to come for you in the night and scalp you and fucking poison the waters that you already fucking drink from? You poison me, motherfucker. Nobody's coming for you. You brought the fucking cancer. You brought the fucking disease.
Jesus.
That's my Alex Jones impersonation.
Wow.
That was good. That was on point.